again to the Ref Show, and even when we're talking about match officials, a show dedicated to that, you can't keep Jamie Vardy out of the headlines. A perfect 10 for the Leicester City and England striker. We have the perfect man to assess the talent of this player in David Hirst, a former England striker. Keith Hackett might have his views on Vardy as well, and indeed referees. What's a perfect 10 for a referee? I'd suggest a perfect 0. One referee actually did that at the weekend, didn't he, Keith? We're talking about no cards whatsoever. But we've got to start with Vardy. And you, Hirsty, your appreciation, scored in 10 successive Premier League games now for Leicester City. There he was again on the mark at Newcastle on Saturday, equalling the record of Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Absolutely superb. I mean, a fantastic achievement. As we know, the story of Jamie's career is shall we say, not perfect, but he's stuck at the game, and that's where it takes you. You know, he's up there. 10 goals, 10. I'd have been happy with 10 goals in 10 seasons, let alone in consecutive games. But I mean, it's absolutely superb, and I think he'll go further.
What was your best run in consecutive scoring in the Premier League?
I think I had about 6 or 7. 6 or 7. Yeah.
You say he'll go further?
I think, yeah, I think he could. On Saturday, I was sat there, and I said to a few people, you know, I think there'll be a penalty in that game, and Jamie Vardy might take it. It didn't happen that way. He took a great goal. Had a few chances before that. You know, he's creating opportunities.
He'll go further.
You know, he hasn't got 10 goals with 10 chances. He's getting 20 and 30 chances over that period.
You mean he's too big for Leicester City when you say he'll go further?
I'm not saying he's too big, because that would be sort of shoving him out the door from my point of view, but no, he's doing well at Leicester City. Now, that we all know what that brings. Yeah. Other clubs come knocking. Yeah. You know, and whether he wants to further his career, whether it is a further career. I mean, we're talking of Leicester at the top of the table. How long are they going to stay there? Well, if Jamie Vardy keeps scoring, they've every chance of staying there.
His pace, isn't it? It's his pace that's killing the defenders.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's really exciting. I mean, we don't see it that often in the game. We see the skills of Messi with pace. And here we've got Vardy with pace, and David's right. I mean, again, he's probably 2 or 3 chances, good chances that he made himself. Yeah. In fact, there was one where if he'd have passed to the right,
squared the ball right,
it could have gone in. But having said that, he's hungry for goals, and long may it rain.
Rejected by Sheffield Wednesday, David, at
thank
16. You. Yeah. Now, you weren't involved in that. I think you were still playing. That was 2002.
Yeah, it was rejected. I think they said he wasn't big enough, wasn't strong enough. Well, he's in a game now, as Keith mentioned there, with pace, where defenders can't kick you. So he's going to cause them problems, because if you're coming at a defender with pace, they've got big problems.